Hope y'all are doing great. Hi, Apollo. Apollo is with me. I don't know if you can see him. Apollo's with me. You say hi, Apollo. Say hi. Good boy. We are doing this video to show you how we plan our meals. A lot of people are like, how do you even live off of one income with all those kids and all those animals? Well, I'm gonna show you how we feed our family for $300 a month. We pay cash for everything. In our family, cash is king, cash on the barrel, however you want to say it. We try to pay things with cash when we do go purchase something. We homeschool our family, and it is the summer, but we still homeschool throughout the summer. We have 4 kids, and we have boy, girl, boy, girl. And our boys do eat a lot, and our girls will eat not as much, but they eat everything. And then we have 2 adults. And we always have family or friends over, so we're always thinking about them as well when we budget for our meals. So what I do is I take a general vote of what everybody wants to eat, and we sit down as a family and we will plan out what we're going to eat. Or if we're really busy and we don't have time to sit down and plan this out, I'll just take the vote and then I'll just plug it in, and then I'll run it by Jason and he'll say yay or nay, or we'll switch things around. But normally we're able to sit down and decide what we want, when we want it, and everything like that. I print off these calendars right here. I don't know if you can see them. These calendars off my computer. If you don't have access to a calendar on a computer, you can go to the Dollar Tree. You can even print off just blank grids like this and fill it in. You can make it yourself. You don't even have to print it off. You can just take a ruler and make your own little calendar. The first thing we do is we go through, now this is May, and we mark down any events that we have going on. Now, whether that be like a Girl Scout meeting, or just different things like horseback riding or karate, or hey, these people are coming in town to visit, or we're going out of town, we write that down on our calendar. That is the very first thing that we do. Then we can look at it and say, okay, well, we have, you know, Girl Scout meeting this Tuesday night, so we've got to figure something out that's quick and easy, because I don't want to have to sit and make a big huge meal at 8:30 at night. Don't want to do it. So, and I'm not gonna do it. So we usually make those nights either our bacon grilled cheese nights or something like that, something very quick and easy that everybody likes. So Fridays are pizza and calzones. So every Friday we do pizza and calzone. Now everybody's like, don't you get sick of that? Let's be honest, how many people eat pizza at least once a week? I mean, I know lots of people that eat pizza at least once a week. But Fridays are just easier for us. It's kind of like the kickoff to the weekend. We usually sit down and watch a movie, and we'll have our pizza and our calzones. Saturdays, I usually have an open day. We try to have a flex day, so that way if for some reason we are out and about and we're running around town and we're too tired to come home and cook, which rarely happens, we'll have that open space. That way we can, if we feel like going out to eat, we will have that. We also budget for this. That does not mean that we go out every single weekend. We sometimes will eat leftovers on this day. But we usually try to have one day a week, kind of like a flex day, if that makes sense. So I just go ahead and put it on Saturdays because it's easiest for us to have our flex days on Saturdays. Then we go through and we fill in what all we want. I try not to do pasta like 2 days in a row. I try to space it out or do it once a week. Every Tuesday we have Mexican of some sort, whether it be tacos or homemade quesadillas or tamales we do some sort of Mexican food on Tuesdays. That's usually when we are doing a lot of stuff out in the yard on Tuesdays. It's just how everything usually unfolds with our week. So we're usually really busy out there messing with the animals in the garden and everything like that on Tuesdays. Mondays, we just kind of fill in. Same with Wednesdays and Thursdays. We just go through and we just fill this in. This is May. Whoop. This is May. We keep May. I always keep the month before, usually 1 to 2 months behind. So like, I just threw away April. So I still have May. It is now June. So I have sat down and we have made our monthly schedule for what we're going to eat, our meal plan. Again, we have pizza and calzones on Friday. Saturdays are open. But see, the 21st is Father's Day right here. And we're gonna have steaks inside. So we have written it all down. So I made sure I noted that that is Father's Day. Then I have just made July's. We will have more of our garden stuff ready to harvest in July. It got a little cool here in East Tennessee, so things kind of got a little bit behind with planting. We had frost on May 10th. Really? Frost. So we were kind of behind everybody with, you know, planning everything. So right now we're still kind of sticking to things that were not as fresh. Now when we start to get our garden harvest in, we'll incorporate more into this. Also, 4th of July. I wrote down the 4th of July's on that Saturday, and we're doing barbecue and sides, and we will have family here, so I made sure I wrote down ice cream. So I know that I need to get stuff for ice cream. What do you eat for breakfast and lunch? Lunch is leftovers. We have no waste here. We are very big on no waste. What little leftovers we do have go straight out to our chickens and our other animals. So we try not to have any waste at all. So for lunch, it's leftovers. And for breakfast, we usually do something very light because it's summertime and we're usually outside. By 8 o'clock, we're already up and out the door and out there messing with the animals and in the garden and everything like that, and we don't want something real heavy on our stomach. So usually that's our fresh fruits that we get from our local store, like pineapple or watermelon. We have an apple tree in our backyard, but obviously it's not ready, so we still get apples from our local grocery store. As far as meat is concerned, so we like to get our like hamburger meat and pulled pork like that, our pork butts and our ribs and things like that from our local farmers and our local butcher. As far as chicken is concerned, we raise our own chickens. We raise Cornish cross. We have full chickens that are about this big, and we will have the legs, we will have the breast, and we will have all the meat. So we'll have rotisserie chicken some nights, and then some nights I will quarter it up and I will have the breast or we'll have the legs, and we'll just use what we have on hand. That cuts down a lot of like financial burden, I guess you would say, on us by us raising our own meat and also having our own garden, because that's where we get our beans, we get our watermelon. But that is how we plan, and we save so much money. We also, when I go to make my list, I go into there and I look and see what I have in the pantry, and I look and see what I have in the garden, and I look and see what I have in our deep freezers and our fridge. And I kind of base things off of that as well. So if I know that we have an overabundance of zucchini, well, one night we'll grill zucchini and put some Parmesan cheese on it. So things like that, we make sure that we eat it up. It's very easy to just run and go grab something, but it's not always the healthiest. And with us doing this, we have more money in our pocket by us eating at home and planning out what we're going to have. Another thing is, do not like waver from this. Well, say on that Monday, I don't feel like having chicken Alfredo with cheddar biscuit. I will probably just swap that out with something else that week. I try not to skip, say, oh, I'll have breakfast for dinner on this week. I'm not gonna have it breakfast for dinner. I'm gonna have it on this week. No, I try to stick with what I have. What the key things are: plan it out, print off your calendars like this, save your previous months, write down what you have going on, write down if you have any plans, any special days, write down what you want, then go to your fridge and make sure it matches up with this. Otherwise, you'll have to change your plan. But make sure you look in your pantry, look in your fridge, look in your freezers. If you have gardens, check your gardens. Just make sure you're eating what is fresh, what is available right there in your home, and then make your list. And we use either the click list or grocery pickup or even Instacart when we do have to buy groceries. We do those things because then I'm able to get exactly what I need and I don't waver off of it, and then I can stay within our budget. So that is how we feed our family of 6 for under $300 a month. So I hope this helps you, and if y'all have any questions or comments, please let me know. I'll be glad to help you out. Please feel free to share this video and like and subscribe our page. We would love for you to do that. That really helps us out as a family and as a channel, and we will have more videos coming soon. Bye guys.